Susan?
Yes.
Vern. Vern Deemer. I talked to you on the phone this morning. Remember?
Yes, I do. I remember you quite differently.
25 years is a very long time. I must say, I recognized you immediately.
You did? Well, my kind of beauty doesn't fade. I think I told you that once, didn't I? Well, something very important for you to drive all the way down here to see somebody you knew such a long time ago. What is it?
I know the name Carol Harmony once meant a great deal to you.
Yes. I think one recalls the person that ruins one's life. Don't you?
Susan, it wasn't her fault that you were born almost her exact double. I told you then Hollywood couldn't absorb two look-alike stars.
So she became rich and famous, while I sit around here in this... doing some sculpting, going to little theater groups and all that? When I should be at the height of my career? Silly.
Then the $10,000 I mentioned on the phone does appeal to you.
That depends on what I have to do to earn it.
Impersonate Carol Harmony.
What did you say?
My associates and I have it all worked out. Scripted. You'll wear her clothes, live in her home. We'll brief you on everything she did every day. Her daily routine.
Why is that ever strange? And beautifully ironic. All my life I've been lusting after every role she ever played, and then you asked me to impersonate the lady herself, huh?
I thought the idea might intrigue you.
But I don't get it. What's in it for you? What's motivating you?
Let's just say that a very important business matter. Well, we have to get into her safe deposit box. All you have to do is learn to forge her signature.
That won't be difficult. I've been signing her name hotels and restaurants and streets for years. There's just one thing. What if, Carol Harmony just pops up in the middle of my act?
I would be most surprised.
I think it's time you made me a star, Vern.
To be a lady, not a Vegas showgirl.
Thank you very much. Hello.
Oh, good morning, Miss Harmony.
And how are you?
We don't often see you here.
Well, since my houseboy died, I'm afraid I have to do all my own errands. Will you cash this for me, dear?
Oh, a pleasure.
Thank you.
You'll have to endorse it.
Oh.
Could I have your autograph, please, Miss Harmony? I didn't have the nerve to ask before.
Of course, of course. It's my pleasure. Here you are. And have a lovely day, all right?
Thank you.
Your car. I'm president of your fan club.
Oh, really? I'm sorry. Well, what are you doing here?
Miss Harmony, honey, I sent you a letter. Didn't you get it?
Excuse me, ma'am. We're late for a doctor's appointment.
Oh, hold on there. I was just going over to your house for the interview.
The interview?
Yeah, for the fan club magazine. I explained it in my letter.
You'll have to excuse us, lady. Miss Harmony hasn't been quite well.
Oh, darn, I've come such a long way.
Nonsense, Mario. I owe so much to Mrs. Beam and to the people like her all over the world. Of course, I'll see my fans. You come to my house this afternoon at 4 o'clock, dear. We'll have tea, all right?
You bet, hon.
Sorry, ma'am. Doctor's orders. Did you have to get carried away, you stupid dame? Here on, just do what you're told, or you go the same route.
How did you know she was drugged?
Oh, she's stinking rich, for one thing.
Oh, and that chauffeur. Oh, the way he growled at her and he just grabbed her wrist and he says, "You do as you're told or you'll go the same route." I heard him.
What are you suggesting? A blackmail, extortion, what?
Well, she never did marry, you know. And she's lived alone for a mighty long time without any protection. I just have a feeling there's something wrong there. She's not herself.
But she did invite you to tea. Hmm?
Mm-hmm.
Let's not keep her waiting. I'll see you, Mac. Come on, Mrs. B.
Yes. Oh, that'll be Mrs. Beam. Go downstairs and let her in.
Where do you want to see her?
In the living room. And Ruth, would you please try to be a little more pleasant? It would be better for both of us. Nice to see you again.
Thank you.
Peterson T. Ryan. How do you do, Miss Harmony?
Are you from Texas, too?
No, I'm not. I'm from Los Angeles.
Oh, you have wonderful bone structure. You're not an actor.
No, I'm not. I'm just a businessman.
How charming. Oh, sit down. Won't you have a seat? Your medicines, Carol. My medicine? Oh. I have this doctor that insists that I take this dreadful tonic. Put it down. I'll take it later.
Doctor said every 4 hours.
Oh, all right, if you insist. Here. Oh, tastier. I'll finish it later. It's all right. That'll be all. Thank you. That's it. Have tea. Love it. Ah, and you?
Oh, no, thank you, Miss Harmony.
Oh. And you did write me a letter. Well, I am hopeless when it comes to correspondence. You know, Shigeta did all that for me. But I will try to find it. You know, I get letters from all over the world. I have not made a movie since 1951. Amazing.
Miss Harmony. Well, I couldn't help but notice when we came into your marvelous estate, these beautiful gardens.
Oh, yes, they are lovely.
Would would you mind if I went out and took a look around?
Sure. Miss Harmony is a great horticulturist.
Oh, but not really, but I do love plants and trees and all living things. You know that a medium once told me that in another existence that I was the Sultan's designer of gardens in southern Spain. And that I actually had decorated the Generalissimo's gardens in Granada. Have you seen them?
No.
Ah.
Will you excuse me?
Sure. Have you seen the gardens in Granada?
Sir, I would have put them on the leash.
They're kind of vicious, aren't they?
We have a lot of fans sneaking around here. We got to take all precautions. If I were you, I wouldn't go poking around. It could be dangerous.
Harmony is definitely not herself. I'd say that she's on some kind of trip, and those servants that are in the house, both of them are bent. I'll lay odds on that.
Well, maybe they're trying to gaslight her into signing over some bonds or property deeds, something like that.
The lab just called. That medicine you sent for analysis is just a regular prescription, a mild sedative.
Oh, dear. Well, that blows that theory.
It sure does, right out the window. What do we know about Carol Harmony?
Well, she was right up there in the Golden Circle in the mid-50s, along with Ava Gardner and Hayworth and Bacall. And then she got involved in a major scandal.
Mary Beam mentioned something about that. It was to do with a murder, right? Do you know anything about that?
Someone shot a gossip columnist named Avery Woods.
Someone?
Well, the killer was never found. She went into seclusion, but the public never really quite forgot her.
Mac, the present situation that's going on up at that house now, do you think that could have anything to do with that?
After 25 years?
Yeah.
Maggie!
Yeah?
Get Aaron Smith on the phone. He's in the Rolodex.
Coming up!
Who is Aaron Smith?
Aaron Smith is a retired homicide lieutenant. He was in charge of the Avery Woods murder case at the time.
Mac, I think it'd be a good idea if we put somebody else on the case just to watch the house for Carol's protection. You know what I mean?
There you go, throwing the bread around again, huh? You suppose that Beam dame can handle it?
I didn't check her credit rating, if that's what you mean, but her down payment didn't bounce. Does that make you happy?
Makes me very happy.
Mr. Smith on two!
Thank you. Aaron! Frank McBride here. Yeah, remember me?
This way.
Oh, I'd really appreciate you allowing me in the bank at this time of the day.
Oh, I'm sure the manager won't mind seeing it's you, Miss Harmony.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Oh, you're quite welcome.
Every Saturday?
Yeah, I'll put you on a winner.
Thanks.
Mac?
Yeah.
What'd you get out of this Lieutenant Smith?
I'll tell you what I got out of this Lieutenant Smith. You know, this Avery Wood had about 1,000 enemies. They never came up with any real suspect.
Yeah, but he was murdered on the grounds of Carol Harmony's house.
No, the houseboy and the guest said that she was sleeping when the shot was heard.
Well, if she's innocent, what's bothering you?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's bothering me. I was a sergeant at the time downtown. And I told Lieutenant Smith, I says, there was a rumor going around after the murder that she had an affair with Vern Deemer.
Vern Deemer? Vern Deemer, the financier.
Yeah, he was heavy into movie making. In fact, I think he directed a couple of her pictures.
Are you telling me that Vern Deemer was a suspect in the case?
Vern Deemer had an airtight alibi, according to Lieutenant Smith.
I can see by that look in your eye that you think he's lying.
He's lying. He's a crooked cop.
I've just come from the bank. They told me you made a second visit.
There. No privacy for a star. I can't show my face in public anywhere.
Mario and Ruth have been through this place from cellar to rafters, looking for something I want very badly. They didn't find it. I think maybe you did.
Indeed, I have, Mr. Deemer. And it's a good photograph. It's sharp, clear, an action still that shows the whole dramatic scene. Sit down. And if anything should happen to me, my executors have a key to another safety deposit box where they'll find that photograph and a full report.
A whole report of what?
Let me reconstruct the scene for you, Mr. Director. We fade in 25 years ago. Carol Harmony's bedroom, night. The great star is with her lover, you. But a gossip columnist has been shadowing you, and he creeps into the yard, climbs over the balcony, and is about to take a flashlight photo when you spot him, and you shoot him.
Why me? Why not Carol?
But it's you in the photograph. So you have to get rid of the body. So you take him out. And as you're taking him out, Carol, suddenly realizing that she is the sole witness, snatches up Woods' camera and takes a picture. Now, you dump the body out by the gate. You go back into town, and you set up your alibi.
That's quite a scenario.
You see, I think Carol really loved you. But you refuse to marry her. You tell her, you swear, I'll never marry. So you take care of her financial affairs, and you come here to see her once in a while. And I suppose she settles for all that until dissolved to 2 days ago, when you announce your forthcoming marriage. So Carol, realizing the emptiness of her life, feeling very betrayed and humiliated, she makes demands, she threatens you, and so you kill her.
Your story has a message, too. About what happens to a person who gets too demanding.
And a person who lashes out in rage. Because you see, Carol dies without telling you where to find that safety deposit box key. And so to buy time so you can find it and destroy it, you hire me to impersonate her.
All right, Susan. I wish to avoid any further complications. So I'm prepared to make you an offer.
Splendid. You know, because I rather like being Carol Harmony. In fact, I think I do it rather better than she did. And I intend to go on being her. But I will have to have her financial sources continue, so you do that, my dear Vern. You keep my secret, and I'll keep yours.
Very well, Susan, you have a deal.
Carol.
Of course. Carol.
Excuse me. I just got a call from Sam Curtis downtown. He sent away for that Avery Woods file you wanted.
Oh?
It's gone.
It's gone.
Vanished. I mean, the file's there with all the numbers on it, but there's nothing inside.
How long has it been gone?
Anytime within the last 20 years.
Now, who would have enough clout, enough power, to bribe a cop and steal a homicide file right out from under the department's nose?
Vern Deemer.
Right. But why?
Yeah, and why is he still seeing Carol Harmony? Sometimes twice a day.
Maybe they're still having an affair.
Oh, no, I doubt that. Mr. Deemer's getting married next week. Well, it's in all the papers. He's marrying Dorothy Ruskin, some gorgeous airline stewardess in Van Nuys.
Well, I don't know how it fits, but I'll lay heavy bread that Deemer is tied into this scam somehow, and he's trying to put Carol Harmony in a loser's hole. That's gotta figure.
Yeah, unless they're both in it together.
Maggie, get me Jim Leland.
The dog trainer?
You sure that poor little dog is gonna be all right?
Believe me, they don't call this dog Speedy Gonzales for nothing.
All right, hold it. Here we go.
You sure your little sesame switch is gonna work? Okay, Speedy. Do your thing. What'd I tell you? The fastest dog in the West.
If honor can be shrouded in a hearse, whilst I a while a poor cold figure of a holy king, pale ashes.
Carol! Ducks!
How did you get in here?
Oh, I sneaked over your drawbridge. I hope you don't mind. Chesley Wainwright. You remember how good it is to see you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't believe I remember you.
Oh, that is awkward. I was a contract player, a slave at the old jolly old Vern Deemer studio. Same time you were there.
You were?
Of course, and how ravishing you look.
Oh, how nice to see you. Would you like some tea?
Oh, you're too kind. Please.
Good.
Oh, I'll never forget you. The reopening night of the Chalk Garden.
I don't want it polluted with all those chemicals. Oh, lovely, lovely. Ooh. Oh, I see you still have the old green thumb, eh?
Well, I'm afraid I haven't been able to spend much time with them lately.
Oh, I still see a dressing room like a greenhouse at Kew, full of exotic plants. Do you mind?
Not at all. But they weren't plants, they were flowers. Fresh cut flowers every day.
Oh, no, Ducky. Oh, I'm frightfully sorry, but you're wrong. Never cut flowers. No, you always said that they were dead things. Plants. Plants, Ducky, living, breathing organisms. Yes, you nurtured them and you tended them. You even spoke to them, you know. You even had a clause in your contract assuring that the studio staff watered them over the weekends. Oh, yes.
Quite right.
You know, I really do believe that you were testing me, oh good. Trying to trip me up. Naughty.
Do you know, I do remember you now. Forgive me.
Oh, nothing to forgive, old girl. After all, I was small fry, you know. And you were a living legend.
Chesley, you have really got to take better care of yourself. Drinking and whiskey and smoking those cigarettes. Oh.
Yes, of course, sir.
You know, I do remember. You played in Memories of Eden.
Oh.
With the doctor.
No.
What?
Oh, God, that was Eric Blaw.
Oh.
Dear Eric. Oh, yeah. I was the waiter. One scene, 2 lines. But do you remember the premiere? Your co-star turning up spiffy and you dumping him. And then you and I slipping away at the intermission.
Oh, yes, I do.
One of the most wonderful nights of my whole life. I keep rerunning it in my mind, how we danced together at Ciro's, you know. And after, later on, the champagne in your apartment at the Garden of Allah, and later...
That was long ago and far away.
Not to me, Dux. Oh, no, no. To me, it was as if it were yesterday. I can remember you in that gold lame gown, you know. I still catch the scent of that perfume you were wearing. But clearest of all, I remember that little birthmark, like a tiny strawberry that you have on your left shoulder.
Please, Mr. Wayne.
I'm so sorry. Just a sentimental journey, old girl. Didn't mean to upset you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Chin chin.
Now, let's get down to business. Surely you didn't come here uninvited after 25 years just to reminisce.
Yes, well, actually, I'm not too proud of myself, I assure you, presuming on a lady, especially an old flame.
All right, go on, go on.
Well, frankly, things have not been too well for me. Oh, I saved a few dollars, bought some stocks, but my agent retired, and the work just did not come. Oh, I thought of writing me memoirs, but then David Niven stole all my best stories.
Mr. Wainwright, if you came here to borrow money...
Oh, I'm not asking much, dear lady. $1,000 or $2,000 till television blows over.
Well, I'm afraid.
Well, I must say, considering that you and I are survivors of Hollywood's golden era, I expected a little more camaraderie.
Yes, you can see the gentleman out here, be leaving.
This way, sir.
Good day, Mr. Wainwright.
Fair enough, fair enough. But I trust that you'll never find yourself in a tricky spot. But if you do, I hope that your old chums treat you more kindly than you've treated me. Au revoir.
I called Mr. Deemer.
Go on. I can handle him. He's obviously a phony.
No. Chesley Wainwright has done small parts in 4 Carol Harmony films. Pillars of Hercules, Woman of Fire, Memories of Eden.
Uh-huh. You're right about this one being in a loser's hole. She's an imposter. Fake.
Well, if that's true, that woman is one terrific actress, I'll tell you that.
I'd say that, yeah. She nearly tripped me up.
Oh, never. Trip up the Silver Fox. Lover boy? How could that be?
No, just a minute. Take it easy. All right. Okay. Now, look, there is a resemblance. But the real Carol's eyes are further apart. Her mouth is wider.
Well, couldn't it just be different camera angles?
No, I took that into consideration. Also, according to Mary Beam's files, the real Carol had a green thumb. No, I looked at this one's plants. They're all dying.
Mac, they could have a disease. They could have some kind of blight, don't you see?
Disease my foot. They weren't watered. The leaves were dusty. Anybody who loves plants will.
Okay. I'll give you that. Even without the birthmark. I couldn't believe the birthmark. I mean, that was unbelievable. Hello, operator, the birthmark. I couldn't believe that you did that. Don't you think you went a little over the top?
You keep looking for me, you're going to find me.
Look, what we need is evidence, huh? We have to have evidence. We have to build a case, and we can't build a case on a couple of photographs and a few wilted plants. Can't you see that?
Wait, this woman is going to build our case for us. She's waiting for the cue. You said she's a terrific actress, yeah. She's standing waiting in the wings to make center stage, and that's where you make your entrance.
Sit! Trespassing.
Oh, I just wanted to get a picture of Miss Harmony.
Get out of here before I call the police. Freeze.
Would that be wise, boy, with all you got on your conscience? Leash those critters. Now, you take him around to the gate, Mr. Zeminski. I'll get the car.
All right, move.
Hi.
Hi.
Uh-huh. It's washing day for the blowers, hon.
Wait, we don't have any contract with you.
No, you don't, but building management does. It's all part of the service. Listen, is there some office you could step into? I'd be happy to feature your calls. Take me 10 minutes, most.
Sure.
You're a doll.
Now, what business could you possibly have with me, Mr. Ryan?
We are in the same business, Miss Harmony. The movie business. This is my money man, Mr. Malcolm.
Well, won't you sit down?
Miss Harmony, I am the head of PTR Enterprises. That is the largest independent distribution company in our industry. Now, I didn't say anything to you about that when I came here to see you with my aunt, because I wanted to have the opportunity of meeting you personally. But since then, I've been a very busy man. Mr. Malcolm? May I?
Oh, yes. Yes, please do.
Miss Harmony starred in 16 films. All did exceptionally well at the box office. The grosses on Memories of Eden, her last picture, exceeded all post-World War II movies with the exception of Jaws and The Exorcism.
Fascinating. Now, go on.
I bought the rights to remake Memories of Eden.
Congratulations. And what has that got to do with me?
Carol. May I call you Carol?
Yes.
I'm going to hang it around your neck like a diamond necklace, and you ask me, what has it got to do with you?
My dear boy, I was a 20-year-old girl when I made Memories of Eden.
And Miriam Martin played your mother. And who got the nomination?
Oh, yes, but Wendy was the role. She was the whole picture, see?
I am not just a businessman. I am a creative dynamo. I sat up until 4 a.m. this morning, reshaping the screenplay, throwing the emphasis your way.
I haven't been on a soundstage in a quarter of a century.
Does a fish forget how to swim? You are a great talent. You are terrific. You have star quality, and once you have that, you never lose it. Now, you know that. What do you say? We'll have the best, because you are the greatest. And with your name on top...
Deemer Enterprises.
Mr. Deemer, please.
I know, I'm sorry Mr. Deemer's in a conference at the moment.
This is an emergency.
No, he cannot be disturbed, but I'd be happy to tell him that you called.
Yeah, all right.
Well, this is a very expensive project. I don't mean to be rude, but are you sure that you can handle it?
Carol, I back my hunches with hard cash. Your fee will be $1 million plus 10% of the producer's net. We are in business, Carol. Mr. Malcolm, deposit $333,000 into Miss Harmony's personal account. I'm going to pay you in 3 installments, one at the beginning of principal photography, and the third will be on completion of negative. What?
This all happened so quickly.
Detective Lieutenant Smith.
How do you do? Retired.
But aren't you...
Yes. Yes, Miss Harmony, I impersonated Chesley Wainwright. And, Who are these gentlemen?
Oh, this is a film producer, Mr. Ryan, and this is his financial associate.
You'll have to excuse us. Leave us alone, please. This is police business.
Now, just one moment, Lieutenant. I'm concluding a $1 million contract with Miss Harmony here for her picture Comeback. If your visit has any bearing upon my interest, I insist on being present.
Suit yourself. Miss Harmony, I don't suppose you recall, but I was the homicide officer in charge of the Avery Woods case. Now, you may not realize it, but any unsolved murder remains open. And I've made this case a hobby of mine since my retirement.
Lieutenant, you said murder?
I did.
Carol Harmony? Involved in a murder?
I should say she is. Sir, would you be kind enough to call LAPD Captain Hartford Homicide?
Just a minute, Lieutenant. You don't understand.
No, I understand. You see, I'm retired. I don't have the authority to arrest you, so I must call in someone who has and who can read you your rights.
What, you think that I killed Avery Woods?
I know you killed Avery Woods.
Alleged by himself. But a woman on death row? Not even I can do that.
Yes, I should say, are you... Yes.
Wait a minute, Lieutenant. You don't understand. This is all crazy. You see, I wasn't even there.
I'm convinced you killed Avery Wood because he discovered your liaison with Vern Deemer and he was about to publish it.
No, I'm not even Carol Harmony.
You're not Carol Harmony.
Who are you?
My name is Susan Melvin. I was hired to impersonate her by Deemer after he had killed her.
Well, why would he want to kill her?
Because she could incriminate him. You see, she had a photograph in her safety deposit box.
A photograph?
Of him carrying the body.
Oh, my. Are you putting that call through?
Hartford, homicide.
Yes.
Just a minute. The man that you want is Vern Deemer, not this lady. She's not even Carol Harmony. Now, if she were to cooperate, maybe you could go downtown, talk to the district attorney. Maybe she could help you even find the killer in some way.
Yes, I would do anything, you say. Anything.
Makes good sense, yes. This could be your greatest role.
Maybe.
Where the hell is everybody?
I don't know, Vern. They're your servants.
What is this message I got? You want me to see you urgently?
Oh, not me. My brother, Frank.
Well, how do you do? Nice to see you.
So you want a piece of the action too, huh? How much?
I've persuaded my sister to settle for a flat fee. What's this worth to you? Along with the negative, which I'll produce once we make a deal.
So, I'm prepared to offer $150,000. On top of my arrangements I made with Carol.
We were thinking of 25% of stock.
You were? You were thinking of $250 million.
Yeah, we know. Isn't it worth that to you?
That kind of money, I think I could corrupt every court in the country. Even on a murder charge. No, I don't think we can do business. I'll back my money against a 25-year-old picture any day.
Fortunately, we have a fallback position here. The murder of Carol Harmony. We could invite the police to dig up the garden.
Well, that's something else. You've got it.
I think this letter of intent transferring the holdings will be sufficient. The attorneys can ratify later on.
You got a pen?
got him. Let's go. That was a beautiful performance, Mr. Demon. Beautiful. In case you're thinking of reneging on the deal, it's all enshrined right in there. Tell him, Malcolm.
Sound and vision. The miracle of modern video techniques.
How's it going, Mac?
Oh, hi, Pete. Ah, well.
Any luck, boy?
I've been here 3 hours. Zilch. How about you?
Well, they finally found Carol Harmony's body. Mario's in the slammer, and they got an APB out en route.
And Susan Melvin agreed to turn state's evidence.
It's all over, Mac.
No, it's not a happy ending, but it's conclusive. Oh, Mary, I got something for you. Maggie, hang on to this for me, will you?
What? How am I supposed to hold it?
Anyway, you're doing just fine. Here you are.
Oh! Oh, Carol's Venus Award from Memories of Eden.
Yeah.
Oh.
Makes no sense to have it gathering dust on the shelf, does it? Besides, you deserve an award.
Oh! Wow! Wait till my club sees this.
Ah! Hey, somebody!
What up?
I've got it! I've got something!
Oh, no, will you let me help you?
Let her breathe. Let her help. Easy. Give her a break. Let her take it.
Come here, Lucy. You need any help, honey?
Malcolm, back off! This is my stick!
What back off? You're gonna fall
Wow,
in.
look at that! Ah! Get out of here, Malcolm!
Oh,
It's
wait a
mine!
minute.
I got it!
You're not gonna be able
I got it!
You've been here for 3 hours, and you haven't gotten a nibble?
Everybody hates a smart aleck.